Hey, what's up everybody? Thank you for your purchase of the 02 to 07 WRX STI top shelf wide angle lens. This lens will also fit the GC8 models and the Forester SG. But in order for it to fit the Forester SG, you're going to need to have JDM power folding mirrors in order for the lens to fit. So, what I'm going to demonstrate to you today is how easy it is to install your new lens into your factory mirror housing. Let's go over some of the tools you need to have on hand. First, you're going to need to have a heat gun. Your heat gun is going to be on a low setting at all times. Okay? Heat gun. You're going to need to have some sort of glass cleaner. Non-ammonia based. I like using invisible glass. Okay? Have 1 or 2 microfiber towels on hand in order to clean not only the glass itself, but also behind the mirror housing. Isopropyl alcohol comes in handy for cleaning all the 20-year-old dirt, grime, and cobwebs you're going to have behind the factory mirror housing. So have some of this on hand as well. 3M double-sided tape. This is 3M gray, or black rather, excuse me. You can find this in any hardware store such as Lowe's, Home Depot, auto stores like O'Reilly's, AutoZone. This is very common. You can find it off the shelf. It's nothing that you're going to have to search high and low for. Have some double-sided tape on hand. Also have on hand a flexible plastic card, because this is what we're going to use in order to separate the factory glass from our motorized face, the factory housing. Okay? So let's get to work. It's important that we take our time because we're dealing with glass, all right? We don't want to drop it because each lens is specific for the passenger side as well as the driver's side. So if you break one lens, you're going to have to buy another set in order to accomplish the job. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our heat gun and we're going to have it on a low setting, and we're going to apply heat to the glass itself to unloosen the factory double-sided tape. There are 2 areas of factory double-sided tape behind your factory lens, approximately here and here. So, on low, we're going to take our heat gun in a 360 motion around the glass and the glass itself. Do not heat the black cage, only heat the glass. Let's go ahead and do it. On low. Make sure when you're done with your heat gun, you sit it someplace to where you're not going to catch anything on fire or melt anything. Next, we're going to take our plastic card and we're going to slide it in between the glass and the black outer lip of our mirror housing. Card. Right in between the glass and the mirror housing. Just like that. We're then going to fish the card through the back of the mirror housing to loosen the factory tape. Once done, the glass will separate itself from the motorized face. Keep your factory glass, place it to the side, because you might at some point decide to uninstall your lenses and perhaps sell them. If you do, you'll always have your factory lens on hand. So, sit this to the side. Placing it in the box which your new lens came in is always a good idea and will keep your factory glass safe. Now, you can see here our motorized face as well as position A and position B of where the factory double-side tape resides. remove your factory double-sided tape. Take your isopropyl alcohol, as well as one of your microfiber towels. And clean off any dirt that might be on the motorized face. Okay, you're going to want to grab your double-sided tape at this point because we're going to place two small rectangular pieces within the factory points A and B. Here's point A, point A, and point B. At this point, it's a good idea to peel away the red backing from your double-sided tape. Or at least start it so that it's able to be taken off easily. Just like that. Now, in order for us to install our new lens is going to be secured into our mirror housing by the factory lip, as well as these 2 points of double-sided tape. Let me show you how to get the factory lens to snap into the frame. On low, at this time, we're going to slightly heat the lip of the factory mirror housing in a 360 motion, just like that. On low, take your heat gun and slightly heat the black lip in a 360 motion. Make sure you keep your heat gun moving at all times. The idea here is just to heat it enough to take your finger and run it on the inside to make it a little flexible. Not a lot, just a little. We now are going to take our lens and we're going to put it into the bottom portion of the lip. Next, we are going to press along the outside of the lens to snap it into the frame. At this time, it's also a good idea to apply a little bit of heat to area A and B as far as your double-sided tape is concerned. Taking our lens, placing it in the bottom of the frame, and now, pressing along the outside, not the middle, but the outside of the lens, we are going to press it into our frame. You can move the mirror housing or the mirror motor if you need to have more room. That's it. We've now installed our new top shelf line lens into our factory mirror housing. It's as simple as that. The outside of the frame encompasses or encases the entire lens, and the factory 2 points of double-sided tape are there to ensure extra protection as well as backing from the lens to the motorized face. What I would suggest you do now, since we do have a few fingerprints on the frame, is to take your invisible glass, your microfiber towel, your second one, not the one that has alcohol on it, but your clean microfiber towel, and simply clean the lens face. And that's all that's to it. We have now successfully installed our top shelf wide angle lens. That's it. After you've installed the lens, I suggest allowing the double-sided tape to cure overnight or for at least 4 hours. If you install the lens outside, I would recommend that you install at a temperature of 60 degrees or higher. But this is it, guys. Take your time, have the correct tools on hand, and it's as simple as that. Any questions, please feel free to email me at topshelfandrareparts.com, and I'll be sure to get back to you with any help or assistance you may need. Thank you.